Get past my squad, so even if you do, good luck getting past my guy when I got that necklace on my neck and expect to eat you for breakfast when the banner of my life says I'm young, wild, and reckless. Hey, yeah, not an enemy you wanna make, spinning it so raw that you can't call me a fake. Is that good on your part?
Gang is gone, and if this devil wants to fight, bomb his kingdom in response. Satan said he spoke the truth, I know he would lie again. Slay him like I'm David, I'm like, can't you see Goliath's head? Middle name is Daniel, when they threw me in the lion's den. Little did they know that I would come out wearing lion skin. Yo, and now you won't get past my squad, so even if you do, good luck getting past my guy when I got that pain up on my neck to expect to eat you for breakfast. The pain up on my life says I'm young, wild, and reckless. Yeah, not an enemy you wanna make. I'm spending it so wild, so you can't call me a fake. Used to have me in your corner, but now I'm the win the game. And Christ's biggest weapon is the one that you made. Yeah, come on, there you go. Well, let's go. Come on. There you go. Yeah. Check it. Satan wants to battle because he knows he ain't a god. They gave me Moses' staff, and I will not spare the rod. They call me Superman, about to go to war with God. That Christ, the Son of God, is the leader of my squad. I'm taking hip-hop's crown. I'm gonna take it rightfully. Talk me down and gag me. It's the only way to silence me. God's son died for me. I ain't going quietly. Christ bought a truck hard. No way that he's gonna find me. When it wound me up, and then you thought I'd be a soldier. But now I fight for Christ till Satan he can move over. Now they call me Alice when the world is on my shoulder. But this battle isn't over till my pistol's in its holster. Savior that you gave me, I use for Christ now. Yo, he turned it into passion. Welcome to the background. Where you at now? No, I'll attack now. Cause you drive me down to hell, and I'm telling you that I'm back now. Christ's entire armor is the only thing that's on me. Going wild for the night. Now they call me A$AP Rocky. Drive me down to hell like you.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Hands up, Bobby. Let's go. That's better. Yeah. Check it. Yo. Lights on, lights out. Part of my life's my lifestyle. Waiting across for a represent that I came across of heaven. Sitting love it and bringing, I'm saying, I'm slipping on that when I'm rapping. I'm saying, I'm living, you fear, you can't get a play. Setting these actions for bottom of memory, taking these shovels and thinking I'm great, and ain't no time for to be safe. Playing the game like it never been played. Show the lips and heaven like boy in a hood like going for the gate. He's gonna fight, make a money, get a pair. When he got 4 hots, I got my space. Just he fights the better his case was too hot. Never can stop. Running is fighting his people and dying. Will never stop trying. It's harder to got when you think this out. It's way so right. Thinking past, oh, I'm not. Dumping it, don't you see what he wrote when they grabbing his throat. Now hit jackpot, not far too gone. I'm gonna be stuck. Chris about keeping his power on God. Looking out, trying to see head not. Fighting a war, it's all that he got. Running so fast, he'll never be caught. And in the light, into the night, he's ready to fight. Don't come out of time. Get out, believe you see what he got when he made it. His line will never be bought. Yeah, you know, 5-4 is still my town. Yeah, and I'm like, don't you turn my music down. Cause they say I never was a threat until I. You're taking your own prize. Yeah. Breaking all these shackles. Yeah. Check it. Yeah. Yeah. That is the purpose he gets of our enemies, building a shake with his enemies, and he limits and never got them up with just eliminate your release price on the same the Kennedys and the old limits open the memory into the dragon next to the night. Always shining into the light, taking his spirit and killing his mind. Open to see him destroy my sky. Watching nothing is on the line. Use this area to fight what's kind. Fight so hard that people right. So gonna get in a panic line. The right of it all the night to try. Up in the air, run like a pilot. Can you believe that this paper is relieved? It's like all that you need is that your entire job is to fight against it, and that is a biblical message. But I think that the biggest fight is the fight of you versus yourself. I think that you're your own worst enemy, and I think that every person was made to be incredible, and that we choose not to be because of ourselves. I think if there's anyone that has ever gotten in the way in my life of success, it's been me. So some of the problems that we go through, we'll talk about those really fast. And I don't expect you guys to name them, but I'm going to name some of the ones I go through. And if you want to, just raise your hands if you're going through the same thing, or have at least. One of the things that I go through is depression, right? So that is something that I have a hard time with sometimes. Is I get really down and I start thinking to myself that I'm not as good as I really am. Not trying to be cocky, but I just tell myself I'm garbage. And I'm not talking with my music, I'm talking about me as a person. That I have this problem sometimes just looking down on myself and just saying that I'm a garbage human being, forgetting that God's the one that made me. And He doesn't make garbage. One of the things that I go through is it's this fake sense of cockiness that it's not real. It's insecurity. On my second album, there's a line in one of my songs where I say, I find more and more that pride and insecurity are always related, and someone made it clear to me, and then I got frustrated. Because it's true that your pride takes over, and normally, almost probably always, that your pride takes over you because you're so insecure that you use pride as a self-defense mechanism. So those are just some of the few problems that I go through. And I'll talk a little more about it, but before I kept going, I wanted to make sure that you guys realize that I'm human too. And while God made me to be more than just a human, I am just a human. And I wanted you to know that I don't believe I'm perfect. I'm the furthest thing from it, but through God I can be, and not in the physical, literal sense that I can't be perfect, because I always make mistakes, but through Christ's sacrifice for me, that when God looks at me, He sees me as perfect for some reason. And we should judge ourselves on what God judges us. And if He sees me as perfect, then you should see yourself as perfect, because you were beautifully and wonderfully made in the perfect image of God. So I just want to leave that for now, and I'll come back to it a little later, and I'll get another song going.
So much for having me tonight. But one thing that I want you to take away from this show is that there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't accomplish. And no matter how much the world tells you you will fail, if you have Christ behind you, we can raise an army to do the right thing and be the people God made us to be. This whole album that I made is about this one song. It's about the declaration of war. The war between us and ourselves, because that's the real war. Let me go switch some. Thank you guys.